and we are going to see the predictive tools introduction. And prior to this session, we have seen the project segmentation, performance optimization, iteration. So if you're watching this video first time, so I would like to suggest you please go and watch the previous videos and let me know if there is any questions or query related to those topics. And also, if you're visiting to this channel first time, please like, subscribe, comment, and share your feedback. And if there is any topic you would like to discuss on Alteryx, so please write in the comment section. I'll be looking into that and I'll be trying to help you on those topics, like if you are working on some Alteryx solutions or something related to it. So thank you. Let's jump into the example, like what is predictive tools and what we are doing. So predictive analysis, we know like predictive analysis is mostly to predict the value. Like for example, you are predicting a weather, you are predicting a sales, you are predicting revenue, anything. It can be you are predicting like a number of customers who are visiting. So the project idea is to like what we are doing here. So in this project, and we are not using any, if you see here, so this is not a enterprise solution and we cannot see like any tool which can help us to drive that analytics, right? Those statistics. But yes, in Alteryx, if you see here, we have a Spearman correlation, basic data profile field summary, Pearson correlation. So these are also related to, I would say, algorithm or something related to statistics, which is really helpful. So those tools also come under data investigation. But we are working in a very common platform. This is a learning platform. So how we can achieve those things like without having those tools, or we don't know how to predict the value, right? So what we are doing in this project, if you are seeing this, so if you see here what we are doing, we are successfully implementing a minimum and maximum scaling normalized or revenue distribution we are checking, and establishing some of the binary classification target to check the high value customers and making the data model ready. And we are mostly using the formula tool, summarize, and append tool. So the data set which I am using, that's the online retail data. Okay. And if you see here, this is invoice number, stock code, description, quantity, invoice, date, unit price, customer ID, and country. Now what I'm doing, I'm calculating the total revenue here, right? And after that, I'm cleaning some data. Like if, let me execute this workflow one more time so that we can understand what exactly the in the backend it is happening, right? So here I am using one formula to calculate the total revenue. And then again, I am filtering those data, like if I want those quantity only which are greater than zero. So if you see in the false indicator, we have some of the quantities which are in negative. So we don't need those quantities, right? Because I don't want to. So when you are working on any statistics algorithm, like any prediction or regression, or you are doing any machine learning, so the first job of achieving those things is your data has to be neat and clean, first of all. If there is any negative, if there is any these revenues are useless. These are negative revenues. So we cannot do anything with those revenues. We cannot predict anything positive, like what will be happening. Negative is negative data. Positive is positive data. So based on positivity only, we can figure it out like, okay, I can predict the revenue for future or for anything, right? So the data quality is really, really important when we are working on a statistical approach or any machine learning method. For example, if we are using logistic regression. So I'm going to explain you all these things in the future sessions, like linear regression, logistic regression, decision tree, forest model, and clustering as well. So we can see how we can achieve those things. But yes, the major part of doing all these algorithms and performing those algorithms in Alteryx is to make sure our data is neat and clean. So this is the first thing what we are doing. And then again, I'm just summarizing the data with using the summarize table, summarize component here. We are grouping the data by customer ID, then total revenue, Then invoice number, I am taking a distinct, and the invoice date maximum. Why we are taking the maximum invoice date? So that we can calculate what was the last purchase date, or what was the last revenue generated from that customer, and what is the current revenue generated, right? So one customer, if you see this customer ID has a 4 invoice, this customer has a 1 invoice. So we can also figure it out whether this customer is a high risk or low risk. So that also we can calculate, right? So if it is like high risk, then we can like reach out, company can reach out to the customer, and they can figure it out like what exactly is happening with this customer ID, right? Or they can offer some benefits, like it can be some code or some voucher or something to generate, so that this customer can revisit again and add some more invoice and makes, and company can make more revenue. That is the idea. And then after summarizing, I'm using the append tool, and here also I'm using one more summarize. So here I'm just connecting this summarize tool with the checking the maximum revenue and what is the minimum revenue. So if you see, minimum revenue is 0, maximum revenue is this, and then I'm grouping the data with this anchor. This is called anchor in Alteryx. So the true anchor is connecting with the final data set, and the false anchor, the group data, the maximum revenue is getting connected. So we can have one column which will give me maximum, one can give me minimum revenue. So anyways, we can see the revenue is minimum is 0. So there is nothing to worry about it. Now, after that, I am calculating some of the formula revenue score. So what I am doing to calculate these formulas, you can find over Google as well, like how to calculate revenue score and all. So if you are in finance or your background is in finance, so that also you can check it out, like how to calculate revenue, and what is the total revenue and revenue score as well. So every company has a different way to calculate revenue score. So what I'm doing here is the total revenue, I'm taking the sum of this and then subtracting. So this will be anyway 0, and then I'm dividing with the maximum revenue and minimum revenue, right? So this is the final revenue score which is generating here. So this should be in percentage or something in double the data type. And then again on top of it, like if the revenue score is greater than 0.001, then else I'm just adding some indicator right here, so that I can target to which all the customers are. Then again I can group the data. You can group the data like what is the revenue score based on the revenue score. So we can group the data and we can check like how many of the customers are there who are high value or target value, right? So you can use, for example, here, if you want, you can just go and add one more summarize at the end, and I can just group the count distinct because there could be possible, and then revenue score can be like sum of revenue score and how high value target. So you can group by this as well. So like 0 and 1. So let me run. We can see which of them are high value target audience, or high value customers, or low value customers, so that you can see these many customers are having this much revenue, but the target is very 0. So we are not able to reach out, and these many customers are there. We are generating this revenue, and this is the one. So the idea of this one is to establish a binary classification target for high value customer, making the data model easy, data model ready. So this is kind of a data model which is ready, and what this data model is talking about. So this data model is saying at the end of the day, like you have 4,290 customers, unique customers, who are having the revenue score of this, but the target value is 0. So that is fine. But there are, out of that, you have 50 more customer, but their target value is 1. So those we need to figure it out. So company can go and look into this 50 customer. They can offer some vouchers or whatever, the predictive revenue based on the revenue score. So this is what about the predictive foundation. So to understand the basics, basic of the predictive analysis, like what you can do based on, and you can calculate anything. So we are calculating revenue. You cannot measure like, yes, I mean, if you want to measure what should be the unit price in future for that particular product, that also we can predict it, right? Now here we are not bringing country and all, but yes, I mean, you can add this in your later part. Here you can add it. So here we are bringing company ID and all. But if you want, you can add the um, country as well and click on the group by, right? And then you can execute it. So now at the end, it will also show you like which all the countries are in high risk and which all the countries are in low risk or something like that, right? So it will show you at the end here. So after adding here and then again here one formula we are doing and here revenue is score. So let's see till where we are getting the country. And here after this, you can bring the country as well. So here also you can group by with the country. So it will show you the number of countries and their unique customers. And based on the score, it will show you like which countries are on high value or which countries are in low value customers. So you can focus on those countries which are low value customer, right? So those countries can go and they can check their store or whatever the products we can do by product wise as well. So this is like a basic idea of predicting the data and establishing some of the classification uh, for a high value customers or low value customers. So zero could be a low value customer, one is your high value customer. So we need to focus more on that. Like, okay, these are the number of customers where we have to be focused more to generate more revenue. And also company can also focus. So if you see out of the data, like there are 10,000 of records where the quantity is negative or but it has a unit price and everything, right? But the revenue is negative, right? Because the quantity is negative. So whether the quantity was not available or the data entry is wrong, so they can figure it out. Like if the data set is like incorrect, so they can fix the data and we can run the model again and generate the final output like something like this, and we can present this to the leadership as well. So this is about the predictive foundation for online retail and to understand like how to calculate revenue and how to predict the revenue based on and how to generate the score as well. So there might be a different way. Every company they are following their own approach to calculate a revenue score and also like a high value. But this is a basic formula which we are using to just calculate and for our understanding like how we can use these things in Alteryx as well. So thank you very much for watching this video and stay tuned, like, subscribe, comment and share your feedback. Let me know if there is any specific topic you wanted to learn or understand, or if there is any solutions you are working and you need any help on that topic so that I can help you guys over that if you're watching this video first time. So please like, subscribe, comment, and yes, please share your feedback as well. That's very important to improve the content day by day, and we can work on some of the more solutions or advanced projects on Alteryx. Thank you.